All right, we are live on YouTube, and tonight we're going to be discussing pushing through the tough times, and we are also going to continue celebrating my channel reaching 3K subs. So stick around for all of that and much, much more. Late Night with Coach Eli starts right now. Live from Northern California, welcome to another episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Late Night with Coach Eli edition. Yes, I decided to do a show tonight. I'll explain more about why I decided to do a show tonight, even though I canceled my earlier stream. I'll mention a little bit more about that in just a little bit. But first, if this is your first time here, and most importantly, you are open to suggestions and change, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell. And after you bang that bell, when that pop-up box pops up, make sure you select all notifications, because that way you won't miss a single thing. You will not miss anything when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. And also make sure on your smartphone, your tablet, your iPhone, your Android, or anywhere that you have the YouTube app installed on, you must also make sure that the YouTube app is set to receive notifications at a device level. When you do all of that, I'll give you a big round of applause, because you'll be all set and good to go. That's all it takes. All right, let me get situated here. Let me get all comfy, because again, I'm only going to be planning on being on here for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. I said the same thing last night, and I was on for 3.5 hours. If you have not had a chance to check out my previous 2 streams, the Walking with Purpose stream I did, yesterday. Well, I can say earlier today, but it is a new day. It is after midnight. It is 4:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1:17 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you haven't had a chance to check out that Walking with Purpose stream, yesterday afternoon, early evening, and if you didn't get a chance to check out my late night stream last night, you're definitely going to want to check that out, especially if you've been a part of my channel and a part of the communities I've been involved with out here on YouTube for a while. Now, if you are brand new to my channel, you're probably not going to know what's going on with those aspects. It is more so regarding the drama that's infested my channel with the trolls and the haters. And I want to be very clear again during this stream. I will be discussing a little bit of the drama sphere in the beginning, but then I'm going to get into, the 3K subscriber special. And I'm going to share with you folks tonight what it took for me to get to 3K subs. And let me tell you folks, it was one hell of a grind. And it stems back to a former channel I used to run that I shut down about 1.5 years ago. Then I took a 3-month break, and then I came back and started this channel that's been around now for about 15 months, 1 year and 3 months. So stick around for that story. But at the beginning of this show here today, I'm going to be discussing some things that I didn't even think I was going to discuss, but I got an email response from somebody that emailed me initially a few days ago to request doing a podcast with me. This has been, this guy is actually a longtime YouTube content creator. He's been a part of what's known as the MGTOW, Men Going Their Own Way community. And he actually makes a lot of sense, and he actually completely supports me in what I'm trying to do to diffuse the haters and raise awareness, so these people that are, attacking innocent channels like mine, have a fair shot to, grow their channels, grow their business, and make money. I felt his email response was quite interesting. I'm not going to mention who this guy is, but I'm sure the other side can figure it out, or has already figured it out, because this guy has already emailed them as well. And he even shared with me he forwarded me an email that he actually forwarded over or sent over to the Like and Theory channel run by Jamie. And Jamie, I'm pretty sure you're not awake right now. Same with your former partner, JB Gunner, that you've been fighting with. And it kind of seems like Jamie and JB are trying to be nice to each other. Maybe they're going to work things out. Maybe this whole thing was plotted between Jamie and JB. Who knows? Like with them, everything is so phony and fake, and everything that they do is to just, create cringeworthy shock jock value type of content just to try to siphon donations from their audience. And they do that by attacking other innocent channels like mine, to bring more value to their audience. It's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen out here. And I'm going to talk about you, Jamie, and I'm going to read the emails regarding what this guy sent me, because I don't think he'd have a problem with me reading it. I'm not going to mention his name. But again, I know he did email you as well, Jamie. So if you want to go public on your channel and mention who it is, that is on you. I also want to make it very clear that this email I'm going to be reading is just for information purposes. I am not inciting anything. I am not inciting any violence. I am not inciting any hate. I'm just reporting the news. And that's what I do here. I keep my content clean and advertiser friendly. I am a proud partner with YouTube through the YouTube Partner Program. And I want to do it in ways where I'm respecting the YouTube, partner program and following all the guidelines as well. But I felt it was just very important for me to share this information here because, believe it or not, there are people out there that I never thought would be on my side or the side of others that have been attacked by the Jamie Like and Theory channel and JB Gunner's Gun Squad channels and other channels until now. So anyway, and at least for right now, this this stream is green and monetized. Okay, they're not giving me a yellow icon in the middle of the stream. My past few live streams that I've done from the studio have received the yellow icon, and then 5 minutes after the live stream replay gets processed, it turns green. I really wish the YouTube artificial intelligence would learn the habits of my channel and just not demonetize me in the middle of a stream. But hey, it is what it is. I'm not worried about that. I'm just here to, share what's going on. And whatever revenue is meant to come my way, which is what I'm trying to say, through ad revenue, super chats, and PayPals, that'll just happen naturally. We have 16 people in the box right now. Thank you so much for being here. So let's just get right to the beginning here, where I want to read an email here that was sent to me a few days ago. Let me see here. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see. Hold on a second here. Let me see if it shows the initial email that he sent me. Okay. It doesn't show that, but let me go to the original email. I'm not going to show this on the screen. Obviously, I don't want to dox this person. I don't really think he'd have a problem, but I really, want to respect him as much as possible. So on February 17th, a couple days ago, at 1:43 p.m. Pacific time, my time, I received this email. Podcast request with the name of the person that I'm not going to mention. And this is a guy. He says, Eli, I'll keep it short. These liars and opportunists like Lycan and their henchmen are trying to destroy our business. If you'd like to talk on a podcast, let me know and we can openly discuss everything that is going on like men, the way we should have in the first place. And I ended up responding to him, and I'm looking to see if his response was, if my response to him was on the email. Okay, it's not there. I sent it from my phone, so I'm not going to be able to read. I'm not going to look on my phone right now and look at this email. Okay, sorry, I was just looking at a notification on my phone there. But I will let you know that I did tell him I'm interested. I just want to make sure that this is really you and it's not a troll sock account. Please get back to me. Let me know when you want to do it. I'm open. Take your time, man, but I'm open to discussing this because I completely agree with you. I then took his email and put it into Google Hangouts chat where you can add people, and it showed his icon, so it appears to be the real person. So he got back to me yesterday at, let me see, this is in Army time, at 5:24 p.m., around the time where I finished my my Walking with Purpose stream on my walk yesterday. And he writes me this. I'm going to leave out his name. Yes, dude, it is me. My real name is blank. Lycan has lost his fucking mind. I'm going to head back to the States and kill him. Now, this is him. I'm just reading his email. I'm not inciting violence. And I don't even think he really means that. But he's frustrated at that level because of what these people have done to harm channels. Hammerhand and Mike the MGTOW Monk. If I can find time for a podcast, I'll hit you up. I apologize, but these men are destroying lives and incomes. If I can kill them, at least some lives like yours, your family, and so many other people can be saved by just sacrificing my life to stop these men. Well, I don't think he really means that. I think he's just very, very frustrated and trying to make his point of the fact that guys like Jamie on the Lycan Theory channel and JB Gunner have been making money and building audiences based on legitimately harming other good creators like myself and himself. That's the way I interpret that. But, you know, the way you want to interpret that, that's up to you. Again, I'm just reading what I got here. I'm not inciting this. I'm just stating the news here. Okay? They are encouraging mass shootings, among other things, and they do and say just enough to avoid being arrested. Let me repeat that again. He says they are encouraging mass shootings, among other things, and they do and say just enough to avoid being arrested. I've been talking about this for quite some time now. These people, especially JB Gunner, who's a 3-time convicted felon, knows the system, and they know what's considered civil harassment and criminal harassment. And they also know most of the things that they do, you know, pushing it to the line, just like this guy is saying. In other words, he's saying, and they do and say just enough to avoid being arrested. Okay? That's what these people do. They take advantage of a loophole in the law to destroy other channels and get away with it. And it's very frustrating to him. And I agree, it's very frustrating to me as well. So let me see if there's anybody in the chat. Nobody's chatting quite yet. I guess everyone's just listening intently. 21 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. Let me continue with this email here. So let me just reread that last line. They are encouraging mass shootings, among other things, and they do and say just enough to avoid being arrested, but are using others to kill for them. So he's not really saying it in the context that it sounds. He's saying they are using other people to attack these other channels. In essence, it's like a cult-like environment. You've got JB Gunner on the Gun Squad channel. You've got Jamie Lycan Theory on his channel. And a lot of these people have created an audience of hateful people. All of these people have connected privately behind the scenes through Discord. Discord is a chatting community. They have their private discords where they go in there and they share information and they talk about who we're going to attack next and who we're going to enlist to attack certain creators out there. That way we can create this crazy back and forth. And once these channels we attack feed into us, we can create endless content and we can entertain you folks. And then you folks will continue to pay us donations. That's exactly what he's saying there. Okay. I am going to put an end to this once and for all. Well, dude, I hope you do. I really hope you don't do it in a violent way. I think you're just frustrated like the rest of us are, but I think you're trying to make a point of how serious this really is. So he said, I'm going to put an end to this once and for all. You can see the message I've sent to Lycan below. So he forwards me a message that he sends to Jamie, the Lycan Theory channel. And I can bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow at some point, maybe early in the morning or by afternoon or in the evening or at some point, Jamie's going to respond to this because Jamie has no content besides this drama. Jamie, and I'll share with you how I feel Jamie has been trying to tactfully and politely incite me to go back and forth with him. And I have not been feeding into him. Now, right now, I may be feeding into him. But in essence, I'm just basically making people aware of this email and the fact that there's somebody else out there that's sick of what these people are doing and getting away with. And he's just trying to make me aware and others aware that there are people out there, there are other good people out there that do support my cause and, know exactly what these, haters are doing out there. So he sends this email to Lycan Theory Jamie. And this is what it says. Let's get into that. He goes, dude, I'm going to kill you if you keep fucking with my friends. You're getting other YouTube channels attacked and sending MGTOWs and purple pill. He uses the derogatory F word for gay people. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get demonetized. YouTube, if you're reviewing this, if it goes under review, I'm just reading this email. But I'm doing it in the right context. Many of your followers are anti-police, and they are, and spend their time harassing, threatening, and promoting public shootings. You came over to my friend's channel where we were just singing and brought this crap. So in essence, you have another YouTuber out there that just wants to run his channel, wants nothing to do with these people, right? They're just having fun. They're singing. They're doing an entertainment type of stream. They're just staying in their space on YouTube. And Lycan Theory, Jamie, because he has no other content that gets him the traction this cringy type of content gets him, he has to insert himself into this. That's how I interpret it, and those are the facts right there. Furthermore, he writes to Lycan Theory, if anything happens to my friends, I'm going to return to the U.S. and kill you. He doesn't mean that. He's just frustrated. You aren't afraid of cops. You aren't afraid of anything, and you aren't lying and trying to use the law to hurt others while playing a victim. That's what Jamie does, and that's what JB Gunner does. And quite frankly, brother, that wrote this email, Jamie Lycan Theory and JB Gunner on the hashtag Gun Squad channel are very hypocritical. They come out here and they basically blame people like me for them doing the exact same things. Like, JB, here's the thing, man. Why are you now coming out here and playing the role of the victim and try to play all nice and cool and say that, oh, yeah, Eli and his people on the good side over there are trying to harm us and dox us and do all these things that are against the law, yet you've been doing that all along up until this point. Do you think that we don't remember, JB and Jamie, what you folks used to do? And now, in essence, you're blaming us for doing things that you used to do to us. Yes, we may be going out there looking for information, doing background checks, but we're doing it legally within the law to protect ourselves and to take legal action against these people that are harming us based on the way that you, JB and Jamie, are guiding them to do so. In essence, these people are your little minions. And you're trying to spin the narrative and flip it on us, saying that we're the ones that are breaking the law and doxing people and harassing people. No. All we're trying to do is stop you and your hate groups from doing that to us and other innocent people out here. That's the honest truth. Okay? That's the honest truth. Give me 1 second here. Let me check something here real quick. Okay. We're good. 24 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone's listening and not chatting. It's an interesting thing. All right. I'm going to find you and I'm going to kill you. I promise you this. He doesn't mean that. He's just very frustrated. Oh, boy. Okay, let me see here. I think he also forwarded him. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that this guy basically doxed himself and also sent out his social security number to Jamie. Dude, why would you? This is what I don't understand. This makes me wonder if he's even legit now. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But why in the world would you send out your social security number? That's a bad move, dude. That is something that is highly confidential. But maybe he doesn't care. I think he also sent this email to Jamie Lycan Theory. He says, okay, also, here is the image from his video. Dude, my channel is still being attacked and flagged. Please remove me as a moderator from your channel as well. I appreciate you will have civil discussion, but these guys are going to kill me. And you're a kid that's making money. I think he's sending this to Jamie. But he forwarded me all this. You don't comprehend, care, or have time to look critically into this, or simply put, even if you do, I don't have the time to wait on you. The only reason Mike the MGTOW Monk did your podcast, okay, so he is talking to Jamie, is because he was fucking scared of you. He's not a victim. If you'd like to defend him in a court of law, that's fine. He's like, my full name is blah, blah, blah. The name of my business is blah, blah, blah. I'm an American citizen currently residing overseas. If you'd like pictures of what I look like, please let me know. I can scan my passport or photo ID. Below is my mailing address. My social security number is, oh my God, man. And if this is the actual guy, this guy's been a content creator on YouTube for over 3 years. He's had several channels flagged down because of what people like Jamie Lycan Theory and JB Gunner do. He goes, note, I initially included additional information providing my parents' details in this email, but I'll leave it out as legally I may not be allowed to disclose it. That's a good thing. He writes, this email is a highly emotional written one, as I've given up on taking this matter, he said, talking this matter over any further with anyone outside of law enforcement. Do note, if you make this information public, you will have to take responsibility for it, which, you know, obviously I'm not putting out your privacy information, dude. I respect your privacy. I'm just reading what I can read. Hammerhand and Mike can both come visit me if they want. You're probably asking why I'm giving you this information. I'm making it clear. Mike has gone to the point of ruining my life. I'm laying in bed right now with swollen kidneys, among other things. Now, this is a guy that actually has been, I remember from his live streams he used to do on his former channels through the MGTOW Men Going Their Own Way community. He basically was doing live streams from the hospital on mobile. So, yeah, I'm really beginning to believe this is really him. That's not your problem. Tomorrow I go to my attorney to get my affairs in order. If this information becomes public, then you're one of the few people that I ever passed it on to. I'm making it very clear. I am not hiding, nor am I making any threats. And that's why I'm saying I think he was frustrated when he was using those, you know, words that I read earlier. So anyway, let me just take a look. I got to check out my chat every so often. I'm reading this off the email on my computer screen. I want to make sure that, the chat's clean, and it is. 26 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Let me see here. Where did I leave off? Note, I have received continuous death threats, many directed from Mike and Hammerhand. I believe that. Especially, I don't know Hammerhand that well. He was on Jamie's stream a few weeks ago because Jamie was talking smack about Hammerhand, and Jamie was trying to leverage Hammerhand's. I think Hammerhand has like 15K subs. And then Hammerhand, I think, went on his stream the next day, if I remember, but I don't know him that well. But I do know Mike the MGTOW Monk, and Mike the MGTOW Monk, I'm surprised he still has a channel with what he's done to attack not only other men out here and other channels out here like mine, but other channels run by women, because he's so angry and bitter at the way modern day society is, which is what I'm trying to say, regarding modern day feminism. YouTube has done nothing to intervene. In the chat last night, you mentioned that, yeah, YouTube's not doing anything about this. The funny thing is, dude, in case you're watching my stream on this, the funny thing is we flag these people. We have flagged every one of their videos that is flag worthy, and some of their videos have come down, but a lot of them have stayed up, and I'm not sure why that is. With YouTube, it's a crapshoot. If YouTube actually did their job and removed all of this hateful content that blatantly and clearly violates their guidelines, then we wouldn't be going through this. So, I mean, YouTube's gotten better at it, but in my opinion, it's still not good enough. So now we have to sit here and fend for ourselves and have to go through great lengths to try to stop these people, just so we can have our free space here to run our businesses and our channels without these people trying to destroy us and then capitalizing off of destroying us. It's ridiculous. Okay? They are not your problem, but they are mine, and it has gotten to another level of insanity. I posted screenshot after screenshot of Mike's crap, Hammerhand, Elite, and the rest. These are grown-ass men just like me. They aren't kids. If you want to get in between them, then cool. I agree. These are all grown-ass men out there, including you, Jamie, and JB Gunner, and you guys behave like 2-year-old little girls. You behave like little kids. And then when we call you out on this and use similar methods to try to stop you that you used to use on us, now you're flipping it on us and saying, oh, we're trying to dox you, we're trying to attack you, we're trying to harm you. No, all we're doing is trying to defend ourselves and protect ourselves from your stupidity that is violating the law. But as this person said earlier on in one of the sections I read through the emails he sent me, okay, he said that you guys do just enough to not get caught by the law because you know this system. In essence, you basically are civilly harassing people, okay, and you know it's considered a civil thing and not considered a criminal thing, which is why you guys push the boundaries. You know that we would have to sue you civilly in court, get an attorney, and file a case. And you guys know that it's very expensive, and more than likely, most of us either don't have the resources to do that, or we just don't have the time and energy to do that. In essence, you guys are being called out in the same ways I've called you out. Okay? Please note, I am not giving you authorization to publicly release my information. If it is publicly released, then the courts and law enforcement can handle it. If you have a phone number or a number for your attorney, please provide it as well. I will no longer have civil conversation. I'm done. Also, please note, this email isn't a threat of any kind. I intend to forward this information or my attorney's information over to Mike Hammerhand. If your attorney needs to reach me, please have them use that information to get in touch with us. If Mike Hammerhand or any others would like my personal information provided above, you can let me know directly. I'll forward it to my attorney, and they and they sorry, he wrote it out of context there. And then they'll reach out to them. I want to make it clear that I'm not hiding. I am trying to recover from a horrible virus that almost killed my friend 2 weeks ago and has left me almost entirely bedridden for a week now. When I recover, I'll deal with these issues directly. I apologize if this email comes off as harsh, but Mike and others have gone too far. You're not my friend, nor am I paranoid. Hammerhand literally posted a message telling his followers and children to go out and, to paraphrase, shoot these bitches. Wow, really? So that's what these guys do. I haven't followed Hammerhand or Mike the MGTOW Monk. I used to follow Mike the MGTOW Monk a little bit, but I haven't followed him in a while. I'd say probably like almost a year. And I really haven't followed Hammerhand at all. But I believe what you're saying, dude, because that's how all of these guys have behaved that we met through the MGTOW Men Going Their Own Way community, which started about 3 years ago. This stems back 3 years ago. Like, this guy was just another creator in the same community I was trying to create, good, normal content within. And these guys, because these guys are angry, bitter, and very highly insecure men that have either gone through a divorce and been taken for, half of their resources by their ex-wife, or they've been hurt by a woman. So now they're so bitter and angry that they want to come out here and spew their hate towards women. And any man that's a normal, reasonable, down-to-earth man that still, wants to engage with women with the caution and awareness of what's going on in the modern world, they then attack us. That's what they're doing. In essence, what these guys are all doing, Jamie Lycan Theory, JD Gunner, hashtag Gun Squad, you're looking at Hammerhand, you're looking at Mike the MGTOW Monk, all they're doing is projecting their insecurities onto us. And then they've realized that if they come and attack us, they have an audience to entertain with those attacks. And their audience pays them money because this is crazy stuff that their audience can't get anywhere, and they love the drama. That's exactly what this all boils down to. Bottom line is what it all boils down to. We've got 30 people in the box right now, and besides AM21 who was in here before I went live, no one's commented or chatted. AM21 says, have a good night, Eli. I'll watch the replay. Thank you, AM21, and thank you for your $5 super sticker earlier today. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. So anyway. All right. Let me continue and see what else is mentioned here in this email. I thought this email was just incredible. Okay. In response to the fact that he is delinquent on his child support and likely headed to prison soon for it. So basically, what he's saying that, I guess what I just learned about Hammerhand is that he went through a terrible divorce. I don't know his story, but I'm assuming because he said Hammerhand threatened him. And he basically has incited his followers on his channel of 15K plus subs to go and attack this guy, right? And physically harm him with a physical threat, in response to the fact that he is delinquent on his child support and likely headed to prison soon for it. So here we have another creator, Hammerhand, that I thought was a decent dude because I did check out some of his content, but just because a few of his videos are good, or even if all of his videos are good, what he does behind the scenes with his audience and what he posts in his community tab, which I haven't checked out, those are different things. So if this guy has gone through a divorce and his wife took him for half of his, earnings and half of his assets, which is the way the law works, okay? And because of the fact that maybe his wife was his ex-wife was the better suitable parent for their kids, okay? She probably got, full custody of them, and she probably was ordered, or he was probably ordered to pay her child support. And if he's not paying his ordered child support, then guess what happens? You're going to be behind steel bars. All these guys This is so hilarious to me. Like, it's serious, but it's hilarious. All these MGTOW guys have come out here on YouTube to, in essence, project their insecurities because, in essence, they went through a divorce and their wife took them for half of what they're worth. Do they not understand that when you're married with somebody, even if your wife's not working, she's raising the kids and she's doing other things that if you didn't have your wife around, you would have to pay someone else to do those things. In essence, that's why, when you go through a divorce, the marital assets are split 50-50, regardless of, who's the breadwinner, right? Because you two are a team and you were allowed to go to work and make that money because she was able to stay home and take care of the kids and do other things that you wouldn't have been able to do had you not had her around. These guys just don't get that. These guys are just angry, bitter men that are now primarily in their 40s and 50s and 60s that just don't love themselves. And they're just upset at the fact that, their wife fell out of love with them and left them. But do they not ask themselves why their wife left them? If they're behaving this way right now on the internet and they're attacking innocent people like myself and this guy in the email, I can only imagine how they treated their wife, which is probably the reason why their wife or wives left these guys. They don't get it. I don't understand it. And to me, what I've noticed out here on YouTube is that these men that are attacking other channels out here and that are complaining about the modern day divorce court system that they've been through, I've noticed one commonality amongst all of them. They are middle-aged men in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond that are Caucasian, right-wing extremist men. They're basically conservative extremist men that are Caucasian. Hammerhand, I believe, is Caucasian. J.D. Lycan Theory is Caucasian. J.D. Gunner is Caucasian, right? I'm giving you examples here, right? Mike the MGTOW Monk is Caucasian. And these are all conservative extremist, right-wing extremist Caucasian American men. Now think about it. Have you seen any other ethnicity, behave in the ways that these right-wing extremist Caucasian middle-aged men are behaving? Even the ones that have gone through the divorce system are not coming out here on YouTube and behaving this way. Now, you have men on the left. I'm slightly to the left. I'm not a left-wing extremist. I'm slightly to the left, so I'm more liberal than conservative, but I like some liberal views and I also like some conservative views, but I also don't like some liberal views and don't like some conservative views. I like what makes sense. I've been through some bad breakups and I know some liberal men that have been through some terrible breakups and divorces, but you don't see those Caucasian liberal men or any ethnicity of liberal men come out here and behave in the same ways that these right-wing extremist Caucasian American men behave. There's one commonality here. I mean, think about it, folks. I just mentioned Jamie Lycan Theory. He's Caucasian. J.D. Gunner, Caucasian. Okay? Hammerhand, Caucasian. Mike the MGTOW Monk, Caucasian, right? Okay? And these are right-wing extremist conservative men. Now, Jamie Lycan Theory may, argue this on a stream and say, I'm not conservative, I'm more libertarian down the middle. Yeah, you may say that, and maybe you are more down the middle, but you lean more towards the right, Jamie. The way that you behave and the way that you do your things, okay, you're no different than these other guys that are right-winged extremist conservative, Caucasian men. It's the bottom line. Let me see here. There was another email I think he sent to Jamie. And let me see if I can read this here. He says, dude, thanks for the invite. I think Jamie invited him on his show. If I can make it, I will. I'm very sick with this virus and requires a lot of medical attention. In terms of Mike, I am planning to report him to law enforcement. Good. Mike the MGTOW Monk should have been removed from YouTube a long time ago. I don't know why he's still around. I'm seeing an attorney tomorrow to take care of my health issues and also, God willing, my MGTOW issues. Health issues, my will, power of attorney, and so forth. This virus has my kidney inflamed, lungs inflamed, throat inflamed, and a variety of other things. I hear you, dude. Like, I've been talking every day, and my throat, I mean, I'm healthy, and it's all good, but I haven't taken a long enough break to allow my vocal cords to fully heal. So I understand what you're going through. I'm not sick or have any of the viruses you have, and I believe you're in a third world country right now where viruses spread much easier. But I get what you're saying there. Let me check out the chat here. Hey, Riff Magos, welcome to the show. I'm a MGTOW monk going on 12 years now. I'm neither bitter or insecure. I know you're not. Riff, you're the exception. I don't know, Barbara or Riff, I don't know if you were here from the beginning of the show, but I shared an email. If you missed it, you're going to have to go back and check out the replay. I'm sharing an email of a guy that reached out to me that wants to do a podcast with me at one point, that also shared some emails with me that he sent to Jamie Theory. And he is a longtime MGTOW content creator that stems back to 3 years ago when I first got involved with that community from my former channel. And he's basically taking legal action against people such as Mike the MGTOW Monk, Jamie Theory, possibly JB Gunner, Hammerhand, and other people. If you missed the first part of this stream, you're going to have to go back and check it out. It was very interesting. I'm not showing the email on the screen, and I'm not sharing the name, but Jamie will know who it is. If Jamie wants to go public, that's on him. I want to respect this guy's privacy and help him at the same time. Barbara Playson says, morning, everyone. Riff Muggle says, hello, Barbara. Barbara says, Riff with the 2 purple hearts. And Barbara Playson says, hope it isn't coronavirus. I hope it's not either, because, I really actually like this guy. I wasn't too sure about this guy initially, but I really have grown to like this guy because I know his head and heart is in the right place. And the fact alone that he feels exactly the same way regarding what content creators like JB Gunner, Jamie, Mike the MGTOW Monk, and Hammerhand are creating, and the way they're making their money is by attacking other innocent channels to create content, spew their hate. It bothers him in the same ways it's bothered me. So this has been an incredible email this guy sent. Okay, and then he goes, anyway, I wanted to update you. I see that you're trying to have an open mind and look at things critically from different point of views. Good job, but understand, Mike is just trying to cover his ass now. I'm going to do my best to have him and the others, Hammerhand, arrested or prosecuted. I back you up. Whatever support you need from me, dude, I back you up on that. These people, here's the thing. YouTube cleaned up the MGTOW community. MGTOW is a word that gets demonetized through the YouTube algorithm, and many MGTOW channels were shut down when the MGTOW purge started happening. I'd probably say in 2018, towards the end of 2018, middle to end of 2018, and at the beginning of 2019, all those channels were getting purged. What these channels have done since that point is they've rebranded to different names, but they're still doing the same hateful stuff, and they've even amped it up to a greater level. Like, I believe Mike the MGTOW Monk, instead of calling his channel Mike the MGTOW Monk, I think he's MTMM. And he did that because he wants to try to fool the YouTube artificial intelligence. Well, yeah, Mike, you may be able to fool the YouTube AI, but you can't fool a human reviewer when you get flagged all the time for your hateful, inappropriate content that's also cyberbullying and harassment. Furthermore, this guy says, I totally understand also if you don't want to be friendly with me anymore, as you're hearing different things from Mike. And if you want to get into bed with him, then I'm going to steer clear of you. I don't blame you, dude. And you know, Jamie, look, Jamie, the only reason why Jamie is getting involved in this is because no other content he puts out there gets him the traction or makes him the money he's making. He has no choice but to do this. But while it may be making him money currently doing it, he doesn't realize the world of legal shit he's putting himself into. Because a lot of these guys, even though, like you mentioned, the person that sent me this email, a lot of these guys, even though they know how to play the system and they push things right up to the line, basically, they come out here and they harass people and they break the law, but they do it in a way where if you had to take action on them, you would have to sue them civilly. The police, the FBI, etc., the sheriff, they look at what they're doing as a civil matter. So these guys know that the only way they're going to be taken down is if there's a civil harassment suit placed on them, right? Okay? So that's what they do. That's what they do, man. That's the frustrating part of it. And they don't realize, Jamie doesn't realize that while you may be getting away with it for now, and you've gotten away with it for quite some time, at some point, it's going to catch up to you. Because you know what my favorite phrase is? I'm not going to change my background to show this because I like my background right now. Karma has no deadline. And karma is going to bite these guys in the ass. Eventually. It may not happen today or tomorrow. They might get away with this for another 6 months or a year, but at some point, karma is going to bite them. One way or another. And let's just leave it at that. Then furthermore, this guy that sent me the email and forwarded me a bunch of emails he also sent to Jamie. He says, I get regular death threats. Yeah, JB Gunner sent me an actual death threat twice. I have that recorded. And yeah, JB, if you're watching, don't worry. JB, I'm in progress of doing what I have to do to bring you to justice. Because most of the things you have done to me do violate the law, but they are considered a civil matter. You making an actual death threat to me live on the air, and you're saying that you want me dead, and saying that if you were anywhere near me, you would do it yourself, that's a criminal matter. That is not a civil matter. And so just think about that one for a second, JB. And like I said, when you're trying to, take the necessary action to stop these criminal aspects that they're doing, they still take time to process through the system, talk to the necessary people you need to talk to, and that's not going to happen right away. The problem is it could take months or even years for these people to face prosecution for what they're doing. And that's the problem with the criminal system, at least here, in the U.S. So they may get away with this for quite some time, but at some point, it's going to catch up to them. Okay? I get regular death threats, people trying to dox me, people swap me, and a variety of other things. Mike is trying to run away from his past now, and it is not happening. Yeah, what's done is done. He made his bed, now he's laying in it. I can't escape my past. All I can do is take accountability for it, and so will he. Now, this guy, I'm sure many of you could probably figure out who he is. I'm still not going to mention who he is. And that's as far as the emails go there. This guy used to be involved in something that ended up being considered a scam amongst the MGTOWs. I don't think this guy was intentionally trying to rip people off, but he was working with a lot of other people that betrayed him and made it appear like he was the one that was creating the scam. But in essence, the people, especially one other person who I won't mention here, that was helping promote the business he was running through the MGTOW community and using YouTube to do it, the person that he was using as the front man, all he was doing was taking advantage of, this business opportunity, and he was running live streams to promote it and getting lots of super chats that had nothing to do with this business he was promoting for this other guy. And so in essence, I feel this guy sent me the email, got screwed over by this person. I'm learning more and more about what happened with this guy that sent me the email. And I really do hope that him and I can get on a podcast and do a live stream at some point soon. Dude, if you actually watch this, let me know. Send me an email. I'll probably send this guy an email, let him know that I talked about him later today or tomorrow within the stream. We are an hour and 6 minutes, folks. I'm going to take a break here in just a few minutes and then come back and continue. Let's see here. What do we have going on in the chat? We have 31 in the box here. Thank you so much for being here. I want to check one more thing one more time. All right. We're still good. All right. Let's see here. What does the chat have to say? Barbara Places. Oh, wow. I'll check it out on the replay. Yeah, Barbara, you're going to definitely want to check it out. Barbara says, good. We need more good people speaking out against what these horrible people are doing. And then furthermore, Barbara says loopholes. And then she says, most of us who stand up against these people get death threats. That's what bullies do. Right. And see, Barbara, the reason why they make death threats to us is because they know we're onto them and they know we're hindering their progress of playing their game out here and hurting other people. And they think that these death threats are going to be considered a civil matter and that we're going to have to sue them, to take him down. No, when you make an actual death threat and you basically, show your face on a video and say, Eli, like what JB said to me, Eli, I want you dead. I want you dead. And I wish harm upon you. I don't care how this sounds, he says. And then he furthermore says, and if I was anywhere near you, I would do it myself. Wow. No skating around that one, JB. And yeah, you have all those videos on your Gun Squad channel now put to private, but I've got them all downloaded and clipped out. And you bet your bottom dollar that I am in progress of doing what I have to do, along with other people, JB, are in progress of doing what we have to do. So keep on making your actual death threats. And even if you are going to say, oh, I was just joking, you came out and showed your face, and it was your voice, and said, I want him dead, and if I was anywhere near him, I would do it myself. And I don't care, call the police, he says, I don't care what you do. Okay. So, in essence, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're in progress of doing. And it's all good. So it takes some time, but eventually karma is going to catch up to you and the rest of them. Barbara says, the threat was when he said to Jay, which is Jamie Lycanthir, I don't care, you can use her name, I don't care. He was planning the deaths of people. Barbara says, furthermore, that's not wishful thinking, that's a threat. No, Barbara, they've made actual threats. And the bottom line is Jamie Lycanthir is so deep into this. And he has to, in order for him to keep making money and to sustain the audience he's had that wants this content, he has to keep feeding into what JB's doing, even though technically they're not friends. Right now they're fighting, which, like I mentioned at the beginning of this show, which you'll hear on the replay because you weren't here for that, technically, I think that, in actuality, I think that they were playing us. Because if you look at their community posts within the last 24 hours, they're trying to make it sound like, even though we had this falling out, we can be civil with each other and just move forward, right? How much you want to bet, Barbara, that maybe not by the end of the week, maybe so, but maybe by, the end of the month or by sometime next month, JB Gunner and Jamie will be back on the same side again. And it's interesting to me that JB Gunner, when he did his stream yesterday from his new hotel room, okay, because he's not on the run. He says he's not on the run. He's on vacation, right? You're on vacation, bro. That's all good. If you are on vacation and you're not on the run, why did you leave that nice place you were at in Helen, Georgia? Come on, dude. Who are you trying to fool, man? And he has lost a lot of traction. So he got to the point of where I think it was on a community post. It was either in the video or it was a community post. He was saying, it's the time has now. There's a new era now for Gun Squad. There's a new era coming for Gun Squad, right? Because you're losing a lot of people that don't believe what you're saying anymore, JB. That know you're full of shit, right? And in essence, you reached out to Susie through your community tab, and you're saying we should merge. So in essence, you're trying to merge Susie's Dramasphere group with yours because technically for right now, you lost the support of Jamie and his supporters that were helping you attack people like me and others. And you're losing your attack force, your Scientology level, hate group and attack force. So now you need to recruit other people or else you're going to get buried because you yourself cannot handle how we're coming at you legally to take you down legally without having a large group of supporters, right? You yourself, JB, have said there's strength in numbers, right? But here's the funny thing. The more and more you guys do these things and make it more apparent even to people that are currently still, a part of your audience or have been in the past and turned on you, more and more people are going to keep turning on you. And the more and more those people keep turning on you and feel slighted by you, where do you think they're naturally going to go? They're going to come to people like myself, Barbara, Shangy, Fire Ice Witch, SB, and even this person that sent me the email. They're going to come to us and say, what can we do to help? We feel slighted. We now understand why you have been doing what you've had to do, and we apologize that we were attacking you because we now know what was really going on and is still currently going on, right? Barbara Plaisance says, he also asked his people if anyone is willing to act on my behalf, you know how to contact me privately. Right. So in essence, this guy wants to enlist people to do his dirty work for him, right? Because he himself is not capable of doing it himself. Let me tell you something. Barbara, here's the thing. I do have a support group. And I think you're a part of that, and so are some other people behind the scenes. But let me say this. I'm an individual, and I come out here on my streams and fight my own battles. I don't ask anybody behind the scenes to fight my battles for me. Now, people have come to me and said, Eli, we feel you're being attacked and doxxed and legally, criminally threatened with these death threats. We want to help you take action. Like, if they come to me, okay, what am I going to do? Tell them no, right? But I've never gone to one person and asked them to help me fight my own battles. I've always fought my own battles. I come out here on my streams and, I do what I got to do without needing to enlist other people to do my dirty work for me. And my work's not dirty. My work is clean because I'm trying to do the right thing here for the better good of everyone. Barbara says, rinse, wash, repeat. Yep. You're talking about JB and JB are going to get back together because, look, they were desperate for content while I was gone, Barbara. So how do we not know they didn't concoct that fake beef to try to get me back in? Now, Jamie got me back in for a little bit because he was trying to find that information about whether Ronaldo Smith Jenkins is Trim Hits and is Dr. Robert. So myself and SB behind the scenes, we send him all the information. Then he creates a video, basically exonerating Ronaldo, right? So in essence, all Jamie's been trying to do is create content. Jamie, I know your game. Your intentions were never to find out whether Ronaldo is actually Dr. Robert or not, or Trim or not. You don't care who he is. You care about one thing. What's going to bring you traction, attention, and money to your channel and your pocket. That's all you care about. You're no different than JB Gunner. But we're going to find out in 6 days if Ronaldo Smith Jenkins is still broadcasting live. We'll know. And hey, if Dr. Robert is in jail in 6 days, and we're going to know if he goes to jail because there are people that are going to be going to that sentencing hearing, okay? If he goes to jail and then Ronaldo does come back live, okay, then we know. But if he doesn't come back live, then are you guys going to come out and say, wow, Eli and the people that support him and that support group that Eli has, they were right? Or do you already know the truth and you're just trying to capitalize off of it as much as you can before, Ronaldo, a.k.a. Trim Hits, a.k.a. Dr. Robert, goes to jail in 6 days? You're a weasel, Jamie. You're a weasel, dude. And, I'll say one more thing here real quick. Jamie has been messaging me on Hangouts, trying to get me involved, because earlier today, I think it was shortly after my live stream ended, when I was on my walking stream, apparently Ronaldo Smith Jenkins went live for like 3.5 hours and he got like 250 views. Wow, dude. I can get 250 views doing a 50-minute stream, bro. Or even my 30, 35, 40-minute streams get 250, 300 views. And I know it doesn't matter to you, but no big deal. I don't care. But, I was driving back to my place from the location I did my walk at, and I just tuned in briefly, just, for my drive back 10 minutes. And it was the same culprits. JB Gunner went on there. I think Susie was on there as well. All these people coming on there, just, trying to, talk smack about me. And that's all they do is they run a show for 3.5 hours and talk about me. And I'm like, I don't need to listen to this crap, right? So I tuned away, and I was very tired because I did a 3.5 hour stream last night. And I didn't get a lot of sleep. I had a lot of work to do this morning regarding my day job and then my YouTube stuff. So after I did that stream from the hiking trail, the walking trail I was at, I had another stream planned for 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, and I said I'm gonna cancel that because I'm tired. So I put that to private, and then I ate, and then I took a nap for like 3.5, 4 hours. When I got up, I had a message that came to me at 7 p.m. my time, Pacific time, which was an hour and a half after my stream ended. And at this point, I believe I was already taking a nap. Jamie sent me a message sending me the link to Ronaldo's stream he was doing on me with all those people on there, JB Gunner. I think Jamie might have been on there and all that, right? And then he sent me the StreamYard link saying they want you to come on. I bet you guys do. And no, I'm never going on any of your panels again. The only reason why I went on yours, Jamie, is because I legitimately thought that you had a problem with Ronaldo, a.k.a. Trim Hits, a.k.a. Dr. Robert, and I legitimately thought that you and JB Gunner were fighting. But in all honesty, I think this was plotted by the three of you. And I'm calling you out. Because why would you promote the stream of a guy that basically got pissed off at you and attacked you because he asked you to basically do an attack stream on SB, a friend of mine behind the scenes, okay? And then you stopped doing, and you didn't do that, so basically you pissed off Ronaldo, aka Trim Hits, aka Dr. Robert, which in turn pissed off JB Gunner because JB Gunner incited and enlisted Ronaldo to do that, right? And then basically you and JB had a falling out. I honestly think that you guys concocted all this shit and you guys have never fallen out. This was a play, number one, to get all the information that we have on Ronaldo, right? And maybe Ronaldo asked you for that. But even if it was that, even if you were just trying to get the information, Jamie, to give to Ronaldo and to JB, let me tell you something. It's public information, dude. And if Ronaldo, and we know he is, but when you guys find out that Ronaldo is Trim Hits and Ronaldo / Trim Hits are Dr. Robert, when you find that out, okay, that information, it has to be given to the doctor, right? And it's information that he probably already has. So, whatever sly thing you guys are trying to do, when myself and SB decided to send you that information that we have, we knew one thing. We knew there was absolutely no downside for us. There was no downside because what's the worst that could happen? You do nothing with it, right? You do what you did, Jamie. You create a video, basically trying to make it appear like you're exonerating Ronaldo as the doctor and Trim Hits, right? But by chance, if you did something, that's a bonus for us. But you did what you always do. You spun your own narrative on it to make content off of it, and it didn't help us one bit. At the same time, it didn't hurt us because there was no downside sending you public information, right? There was no downside, and quite frankly, by SB and I giving you that information, what you did with it is more so showing us what your intentions have been all along. You, JB Gunner, and Ronaldo are all a part of this. And you know exactly what's going on. And I'm not buying anything that you guys are saying. And I'm not coming on any of your panels and feeding into your drama sphere and your donors. I'm not. Dude, you guys talk about me all day, every day. Do what you got to do. I'm going to do my own stuff. And pretty soon, Jamie, I'm probably about 100 subscribers or so away from you, 100 or 200 subscribers away from you. I'm at 3.01K subs now. I'm about to pass you, bro. How do you feel about that? I'm not trying to be a little neener kid, but that's what you do. I don't need you guys. I don't want you guys. I've moved on for it. But if you guys do stupid shit, I am going to call you out. But I'm going to do it on my platform, on my terms, not yours. That's that. 32 in the box right now. Thank you for being here. Let me just check one more thing. Yeah, Barbara, this stream is still monetized. It's green. That's awesome. Barbara says, ha ha ha, just like he said purposefully gave Hansel and Gretel. Haha, no. That's why you deleted all your videos so you can go back and figure out how I found you. Oh. So Barbara, now that, the cat's out of the bag and, that somebody doxed him on his stream the other day, now you're coming out and saying that you were the one that figured it out? You were the one, Barbara? Barbara, that was you that figured it out? I bet he's regretting trying to dox me, LOL. I told you, Gummer, don't underestimate me. Wow, Barbara. Barbara, wow, I already had a lot of respect for your capabilities of getting down to the bottom of things. And your loyalty to people that deserve your loyalty. But wow, that's incredible. Wow. Barbara says, I may not like Jamie, but he is definitely smarter than G. No, Jamie is slightly smarter than JB, but not by much. And, I don't really think that Jamie's personality was ever meant to do what he's doing on YouTube now. I think he got caught up in the fact that he was making money doing things in similar ways that JB Gunner's always done to make money. And going back to his original content that at one point was making him money until YouTube changed their monetization rules. If he goes back to that, he's not going to get the same traction. So Jamie, in essence, if he withdraws from this drama sphere and just goes and does what I'm doing, it's going to take him a lot longer to replace the money he's been making if he is even able to ever replace it if he goes back to doing his original content. I'm still trying to make sense of Jamie now defending not one but two people who have made threats to him. LOL, but I am more dangerous than them. Right. So you've received death. Right. So Jamie's received death threats from JB and from Ronaldo, right? Is that who you're talking about? And he's sitting there defending these people because, for one reason, they are his cash cow. These people are each other's cash cow. And then they try to get me involved to further feed that back and forth drama that creates all that content where their audience donates. They try to paint myself and others as criminals, as bad people. So that way, it really angers certain people that like them, that have money, and then they donate money because they think that when they donate money to these people, it triggers people like me. No, it doesn't trigger me at all. It makes me think that you're an idiot for wasting your money. That's all. Barbara says, that's why you can never trust these people ever. Even if they get into an argument with each other, eventually they make up, and then what you gave him, what you have. Yep, F that. Yep. Riff Magos. And yet, all parties involved constantly flip-flop from one to the other on the merry-go-round of ceaseless drama. You're right. Barbara says, Riff, I only trust a small circle with information that I find, period. It's not easy being green, Kermit the Frog, says Riff. Yeah, it's all good. Barbara says both times. Yeah. All right, we have 30 in the box right now, folks. I'm going to step away and take a quick, 5 to 7 or 8 minute break, like I always say. But let me cue up some music first. What do I want to play that I haven't played in a while? Trying to change up the music here a little bit. Let me see. Okay, let me see here. Let me see here. What the heck do I want to play? All right. I think there we go. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. JB Gunner, the coffee slurper, and the heavy breather online. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube, the Late Night with Coach Eli edition. It is 5:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2:39 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in my neck of the woods. I am in the San Francisco Bay Area in Northern California, specifically the beautiful town of Redwood City, which is known as Climate Best by government test. There's a sign downtown that I can't even talk. There's a sign downtown that says that. Gosh, it is late. So forgive me if I jumble my words here and there. Forgive me. Oh, Barbara, did you hear the slurping? Was that pretty loud? Does the Yeti picks it up pretty well, doesn't it, Barbara? Ha 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 at Eli. Yeah, Barbara. Yeah. Excuse me. I gotta drink my coffee. Cuck. My Circle K coffee from the Riverbend Hotel. And you were right, Cuck. You were right. The Circle K was only 4 minutes by car from the Riverbend Hotel. You got me. I had to leave because I didn't want to get swatted. Jesus Christ, man. Your jumbling words, says Riff. What did you actually do during your break? Well, Riff, I did my pre-stream ritual a little bit later than normal. Is that what you wanted to know? No, I didn't have time to do my pre-stream ritual. Oh boy. All right. There's so many things I want to talk about, need to talk about, and it's like slipping my mind because I'm having fun with this JB Gunner coffee slurping thing. Somebody should cut that. Like, somebody should go back and find those videos. I think I have them somewhere myself where JB Gunner used to, slurp the coffee. He would stick that blue Yeti like so close to his face, and the guy does not understand how microphone gain and sensitivity works. You got to actually use the microphone level and make sure that your microphone is not above 0 decibels, because then you're going to sound distorted and it's just going to pick up way too loud, so you can hear your breathing. Right? Don't worry. I'm sure Ronaldo will. Of course Ronaldo will. He has nothing better to do for the remaining 6 days of his freedom. Right? The remaining 6 days of his freedom. Riff. Anyway, 26 in the box right now. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I'm continuing the 3K subscriber special. I haven't talked a lot about it because the first part of the show took a while for me to read that email from somebody that, I'm sure you folks will figure out who it is. And if Jamie talks about it, he'll say who it is. I'm just not going to do it here. But I did read a very interesting email sent to me by somebody that was has been a part of the MGTOW community stemming back to 3 years ago when I first entered the scene with my former YouTube channel. So if you missed any parts of that, you're going to definitely want to go back and check out the replay, because it was just very, very, it was interesting. It was good. But anyway, so, and I was going to mention something, and I totally forgot. Oh, here he is. Eli, Lauren messaged me. Are you reading my emails to you? Why can I not see this guy's channel? Oh, so basically you just admitted that Broodly Lauren is so obsessed with me, and even though she's banned here, she's watching. So dude, if you're gonna come out here and mention who you are, I will come out and say, yes, I was reading the emails. I did not mention your name, and I didn't mention any of the private information. And the bottom line, angry guy, is that Jamie is going to put it out there anyway. It doesn't matter. I did not say anything bad about you. I am 100% in alignment with you. And I know you retracted your message, but my screen records it, bro. So look, here's the thing. Angry guy. Let angry guy speak. The funny thing is when I click the 3 dots to the right of his name, it doesn't give me an option to go to his channel, and I don't know why. He's not banned here. He's not banned here, but angry guy, I'm just letting you know. Now people know who you are because you came here and asked if I was reading your emails, and I was trying to keep your name out of it. I don't care. It's cool. I'm going to deal with Jamie. Don't worry. Is that the real you, bro? Oh, there it is. Go to channel. Let me see. I can verify if it's actually you. I gotta be careful, dude. Oh, it's you. It's you. I didn't even know your new channel, bro. I'm going to subscribe to you, bang the bell, and select all notifications right now. Angry guy, I'm actually glad you're here, dude. This is actually iconic here. I have the DVR function disabled, so you can't scroll back to the beginning of the stream while I'm live. I do it on purpose because I want people to engage while I'm live. But I want you to know, now that you're here, I've got your back 1,000,000%. And whatever you need from me, I agree, angry guy. Whatever you need from me to help you stop what these guys are doing to harm other people, including you and myself, I got your back. And I'm willing to even fund things monetarily. Now, angry guy, formerly known as Angry MGTOW and Angry Madman, and you've gone through a lot of rebrands. Dude, I've been following you for a while, and I'm sure you've known who I am. I wasn't too sure about you initially, and I'm sure you weren't too sure about me, but now we have 3 years, 3+ years of this BS and fuckery under our belts, and we now know who the culprits are, right? And all you want to do is run your channel just like I want to run mine. And because these guys are doing this stupid shit all the time, it like makes it almost impossible to do so. Like, they've destroyed my audience, dude. They've destroyed my donors, my donators. Like, I don't get many super chats anymore or anything like that, or PayPals. I used to get them. I understand, angry guy. Eli, I'm not a fan of your channel. I'm not trying to be your friend. I just don't want your business destroyed. And that's fine, bro. Listen to me. I'm not saying I'm trying to be your friend either. But I'm also not saying that I wouldn't consider being your friend, dude. But the choice is yours. What you think of me and my channel, that's totally different. I understand that. But if we have a common interest here of protecting people from evil people, then I'm with you on that. And whatever you need from me, I'm willing to make that happen. But I appreciate your honesty, dude. And I appreciate the fact that you're here and you were made aware of this. Now, let me ask you a question, angry guy, since you're here. You said Brutally Lauren made you aware that I was reading your emails. I guess she knew that I was talking about you, even though I never mentioned your name until you came here. And again, I didn't put any of your personal information out there because I don't dox people and I don't create privacy concerns out here on my channel. But what are your thoughts about Lauren? Because Lauren's been a part of this drama sphere. She's been a part of JB Gunner's Gun Squad. She's been a part of Jamie's Like and Theory channel. She's been a part of Susie Q 7979's channel. I'm sure you know about her. And I just don't trust her, dude. But if there's something you can say about her that I don't know, where maybe she's, beginning to realize who the real culprits are and who are the innocent people, then let me know. Angry guy, I don't want people censored and lives destroyed. They have gone too far and trying to rob your income. You're YouTube certified now. That took time. It did, bro. I had to study for that. And, I had to pass tests on that are not easy. And I appreciate that, dude. And look, I understand you and I may not see eye to eye on a lot of things. And I'm not your cup of tea content-wise. And I understand things have happened to both of us in the past. But at the end of the day, I've never once tried to take anyone's channel down, with the exception of Jamie Like and Theory and JB Gunner, because they should not be allowed on YouTube. They should not be allowed on the internet at all, period. They should all be behind steel bars. Barbara places she is complicit in all of it. So are you saying, Barbara, that Brutally Lauren just goes wherever the drama is at, good, bad, or indifferent, it's entertainment to her to basically keep her mind off of her miserable life? Is that what it is? Is that what you're saying in essence, that Lauren really doesn't have a side? She just loves the entertainment factor of it? I mean, that's in essence what I think you're trying to say. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, look, Angry Guy knows I had a former channel that I shut down a year and a half ago. Now I'm going to share part of the story, on how I even got to 3K subs finally on this channel here. It stems back to my former channel. I used to run that with my ex-girlfriend that I really cared for. And these guys were attacking me, so I ignored them. What did they do when I ignored them? They attacked my girlfriend. They attacked her kids. They attacked everything. In essence, JB Gunner is now coming and blaming us for coming after him for the same exact reasons he came after us. He's a hypocrite. Now, JB, the only reason why we're coming after you is because you have actually done wrong things. You, sir, were doing ecstasy and getting drunk and being abusive on camera in a household with 2 small children that are your girlfriends. Right? And that's why we reported you to CPS. But the things you did to me were all false. You were doing it just to try to get to me. When you couldn't get to me, JB Gunner, you attacked my girlfriend to intentionally destroy my relationship. Her and I could have had a good thing going on YouTube today. But see, no one on your side that's new knows the backstory. Angry Guy knows the backstory. He knows exactly what happened. Angry Guy, correct. We can talk shit, but we don't try to destroy the business of others. In terms of Lauren, I'm working on Lauren dropping Jamie. Okay, good, bro. And like I said, listen, Angry Guy, whatever you need from me, listen, you don't have to like my content or even like me. We can be civil with each other and be men and work on one common goal. And I'm willing to not only support the cause through my channel and through the people that are helping me fight this already, I'm also willing to monetarily put in money and resources like that to taking these people down. Barbara says, I'm saying she has her hand in every honeypot. Yeah, because she's the truth of the matter is, look, I'm not trying to talk smack about Lauren. The truth of the matter is, I don't think she's in a happy marriage. And ever since, I guess the nursing home that was run by her family was shut down and she was working for, she lost her identity. So now she's been working odd jobs, making very little money, and she probably feels like she's lost a lot of her self-pride and dignity. And maybe her and her husband, aren't feeling that love and feeling as much anymore. So what does she do? She comes out here to YouTube to fill that void. Angry guy says, Eli's telling the truth. This was all happening in the background for years now. Over 3 years, dude. You were angry. Dude, I used to listen to you. Well, I would listen to you because you did your streams podcast style. I would work out on the treadmill in my fitness center at my place, and I would listen to you. You went live like 3 times a day, right? And I remember you back this was over 3 years ago, dude. And I was following this whole thing, and all I wanted to do was run my channel. I wasn't trying to tell MGTOW men to step back on the plantation. I was saying, hey, look, there are guys out there that still want to associate with women, and there are guys that are not wanting to do that, right? The choice is theirs. But for those men that do still want to date women and possibly get married, this is what you're up against. And if you're going to do it, this is what you can do to best protect yourselves from losing it all. That's all I was doing, man. And I'll tell you, the main culprit, angry guy, I will tell you, if you don't already know this, I'm sure you do, the main culprit that infested the MGTOW community has been JD Gunner. Now, there were some other people there. You had Miggy 101, you had Chris Cantu, you had all these people that were basically, you had DDJ, and you had, what's his name, TFM, Turtling and Monkey. You had all these guys that basically were preying on the emotions of angry and bitter men that were and probably still are in a very vulnerable state. And all they were doing is trying to sell them things, saying that this is what's going to make you feel better, right? There were a lot of shills in that MGTOW community, right? And then JD Gunner came in and pretended to be a fake MGTOW when he was still married to his wife, Chrissy, who he's still legally married to today. Angry guy says, dude, your income has been fucked. It has been. Now, listen, angry guy, I don't know if you know, I've been an insurance broker for over 12 years. So I make money. I make good money paying my bills. But my YouTube and coaching business income has been fucked. You're right. And I'm trying to replace my insurance income because I don't want to do that anymore. That's not where my passion is. My passion is doing what I do here. So you're right. Barbara Playson says, I have private messages between me and Gummer where he is laughing and mocking the fact, bragging about it, that he scammed MGTOW. He did scam MGTOW, right? And he was playing that card until it was proven that he was still legally married to his wife, Chrissy, who he is still legally married to this day, Barbara, right? So the main culprit here that has infested Jamie Lycan theory and the rest of the people that are a part of this entire drama sphere that you and I are involved in, and angry MGTOW, angry guy, okay, are involved in, it all stems back to JD Gunner. I'm telling you. Now, Trim Hits has been a long-time troll on YouTube. I heard Trim Hits has been a part of YouTube and trolling YouTube for like 10 years. But the MGTOW community was really booming about 3 to 3.5, almost 4 years ago. Yeah, Riff, when I tried to do the Church of MGTOW, that was painfully cringeworthy. Right, that was a mistake I made. I admitted that. But I was so angry at JB Gunner back then, I was trying to intentionally piss him off because I knew JB Gunner would get mad at that. That's to be honest with you, looking back at that, that's when my ex Dana and we were on vacation in Mount Shasta, and we recorded that video from Mount Shasta. That's where I made the announcement. I'm going to be starting the Church of MGTOW. And then didn't Darius take over that? Darius, another content creator. He's been doing quite well. I'm happy for him. But yeah, the whole thing when I was running my former channel, I just wanted to run my channel with my girlfriend at the time and, show everyone that, hey, you can still have a good relationship with somebody as long as you find the right person. Her and I were highly compatible in every single way. And I still feel that her and I, to this very day, are very highly compatible. It's just a lot of things came up that stemmed from my interactions with JB Gunner and the other people that he enlisted to attack myself and my ex on that channel. And it really affected the relationship. It really did. That's how far this guy, JB Gunner, goes to basically, get content or create content, right? He gets off and gains pleasure by destroying other people for no reason at all. Like, there was no reason for JB Gunner to come at me initially. There's no reason. There still is no reason. It was all a concocted thing that he created, and then he creates this fictional character. He starts calling me Cuck Eli because I'm Coach Eli, and Cuck sounds similar to Coach, right? So that's why he's called me Cuck Eli, right? And then he basically creates that Cuck Eli brand version of me and has been capitalizing off of it for the last almost 3 years. That's what was happening on my former channel. In the meantime, I was trying to grow a community of people through some of the networking communities I was involved with back then. And what did JB do? He kept on poaching all my people. He would go in and pin and pit us against each other. Every new person that I would meet, he would pin and pit against me. And then basically these people would run over and start hanging out with JB and then donating to JB. Like, it's really ridiculous what this guy has done. Now, granted, I understand what Jamie's doing, angry guy. I understand it, and you're right. But had Jamie never ever met JB Gunner and saw what JB Gunner was doing to make money, I don't think Jamie would have ever done any of the things he's doing today. Jamie has just been desperate to keep his channel alive and to have traction on his channel and to make money on his channel when his channel was dying 3 years ago when I met him. That's the bottom line right there. I'm not trying to excuse him, but I don't think Jamie is the main culprit. Yes, he is participating in this, but the main culprit is JB Gunner. Yeah, the title of Cut goes to J-Rom. Yeah, because he actually is the type of guy that's gone public and says, I like watching other men, be with my wife. Now, when I was tuned in for a little bit to that stream earlier on Ronaldo's channel, aka Tremets, aka Dr. Robert, J-Rom was on there, and I had called him out for being the guy that takes off his shirt and does live streams with his shirt off. That's a very insecure move, dude. And I'll say it again. That's a very insecure man that feels the need to seek out validation by taking off his shirt on a YouTube live stream. That's just sad that you have to go to that level, man, to gain traction and to create content off of that. Come on, I don't have to show my body. I'm in great shape. I have something to show. And I still won't show it because you know what? I'm a professional. And you know what? The only person that's going to ever see that body with the shirt off is the next woman I'm with that actually respects me and I respect her and deserves to see it as much as I deserve to see her body. Again, Barbara, like I was saying earlier, this is all happening by middle-aged men in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond that are right-winged, extremist, conservative, Caucasian men. J-Rom? Caucasian. JB Gunner? Caucasian. Jamie Lycan Theory? Caucasian. Hammerhand? Caucasian. Mike the MGTOW Monk? MTMM? Caucasian. Angry guy, you're right about this. Jamie is saying anything and everything to make money. says Angry Guy. He'll say and do anything for money. In terms of Lauren, she says she'll distance herself from Jamie. I have her back. Well, Angry Guy, I'll tell you this. Angry Guy, I'll tell you this. If you're able to get through to Lauren and get Lauren to understand that I've always been on the right side of things, despite how she feels about other things about me, then maybe I can forgive her, because she's had some choice words to say about me, and she's come at me pretty hard. But if she's actually finally seeing the light, Lauren, if you're actually seeing the light and you want to do the right thing, okay, I can learn to forgive and forget. But you got to be real this time, Lauren. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with people. But I do trust Angry Guy. I've been following Angry Guy for many years. He's been an integral part of this whole thing. Send me back to his Angry MGTOW channel. Angry MGTOW here. I remember that dude, the AM. I don't justify her talking shit about you. Oh, dude, I get, and here's the thing, Angry Guy. I really appreciate what you're saying. And you can say whatever you want here, dude. My house is your house. But I already know how you feel about it. Just know I understand where you're coming from without you even having to express it in the chat. But feel free to express whatever you want. I'm not telling you to not to. I'm just saying that I already believe you 1,000,000%, bro. I get it. I get it. Angry Guy says, I've made it clear and I'm working on getting her to stop entirely. Wow, bro. I commend you for that. I've been trying for over a year to get through to that chick. My head and heart, Lauren, has always been in the right place. And I never meant to come at you. But you kept coming at me. So you left me with no choice but to defend myself. I had to do what I had to do. But you know what? You back off and see the light. And if Angry Guy is helping you see that, then I can back off too and work with you to help stop the other fuckery that's happening. If Lauren backtracks, I'll drop her, says Angry Guy. Barbara Pleasant says, that's not a good argument, Eli, when there's more Caucasians in this country than other races. Barbara, here's the thing. I understand that. We're in America. What I'm saying, Barbara, that YouTube is a global platform. And there are many different races that are involved in MGTOW. Many different races that I've connected with out here on YouTube, Barbara. When you're speaking about the U.S., well, of course, this is America. It's gonna be primarily filled with Caucasians, right? But remember, YouTube is a global platform, and there are all walks of life on this platform. And from what I've seen out here on YouTube, the people that have created the most stink are the right-wing, conservative, extremist, Caucasian, middle-aged men. Because they're angry and bitter about the modern-day system. And they're the type of men that will never admit any mistakes they made that probably led to them getting divorced or their wife divorcing them. Barbara, I'm just stating the facts on what I've seen. All I can talk about is what I've seen. I'm not criticizing anybody. I love people regardless of their political views, regardless of their age, race, sex, national origin, etc. Okay? Sexual orientation. I have gay and lesbian friends. I don't judge anyone. I'm just stating the facts that it just so happens to be that all of these men are middle-aged, right-wing extremist Caucasian men. That's the truth. Here we go, Eli. Do you never learn your lesson? Angry Guy says, she's blocked. If you unblock her, I'll have her come on the stream right now. I'm speaking to her. Okay. Brutally Lauren, I will unblock you right now on your main channel, Brutally Lauren. You come in here, you be respectful. The moment you attack anyone and stir away from what's happening here in a positive way, I will personally block you myself. Out of respect for angry guy, I will unblock you. LOL, do you really want that question answered, Barbara? Barbara Pleasant says, Riff, this is insanity. Riff says, of course it is. It's YouTube drama. Angry guy, please unblock Lauren. I'll have her come on right now and apologize, or I'm dropping her. Okay, let's do it. All right, it's fine. What's the worst that can happen? She talks shit, I block her again. I mean, let me go to my block list here, man. We'll do this live. I will tell you, angry man, I used to enjoy those live streams you did when you had like 30K subs or something. You had a lot of subs and you had a lot of people in your box. Like Chris Cantu say, 50 soldiers in the box! 50 soldiers in the box! Yeah. Let me see. Community settings. All right. Actually, you know what I can do? I can just go to her channel and unblock her there. That'll be easier. We'll just do that. We'll just go to the About section and click on that flag. And unblock her. All right. Unblock user. All right, Lauren. You're unblocked. What you got to say? You got 40 in the box right now. In the middle of the night. 6:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't want to run this show for too much longer. I do want to get some rest. I'm at the 2-hour and 10-minute mark right now. But this has been a pretty epic night. And I'm happy to see that you're here, angry guy. I appreciate that. Barbara, you might be right. Barbara, I believe everything you say. Barbara, I'm not questioning you. Barbara says she's doing the same tactics she tried with JT. Get Eli to trust her, get information from him, and then completely fuck him over from the inside. Barbara, let me say something here. What information is Lauren or Barbara going to get from me that's going to hurt me or hurt us, right? Number one, I'm not going to tell her or anyone else any private information that can't be disclosed to anyone, right? So the bottom line is same thing with Jamie. You know, SB and I gave him all the information regarding Ronaldo because there was no downside to it. There's no downside to any information that we would give Lauren. And I would not give Lauren or anyone else, for that sake, Barbara, any information that needs to remain confidential completely, right? So here's the thing. There's nothing that Lauren's going to get from me that the entire public wouldn't hear from me speak from my mouth live on the air. So if she's coming here to try to get information, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for anyone. In good faith, she might not get it out of you tonight, but you pretend to be your friend and play your games. No, I'm not. Listen, I only unblocked her because I want to see what angry guy wants to do. I am trusting angry guy. I've known him for over 3 years, and I know what he's been through. And what's the worst that can happen, Barbara? She runs her mouth, and then I block her, and then what? Angry guy will see the truth as well. So look, there's no downside here. Barbara, I respect. Barbara, God dang it, Barbara. I am respectfully saying that I respect your opinion. Barbara, you are a firecracker. I bet your husband laughs at you at times. Like, Jesus, Barbara. I bet your husband knows how to handle you quite well, Barbara. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but Barbara, I'm saying that I agree with everything you're saying. I'm not denying anything you're saying at all. Like, I respect everything you're saying. And I'm saying you're probably right. But I'm doing this on a good faith basis for Angry Guy. I've known the guy for over 3 years, and this guy's been through the ringer. So I want to do the guy a favor. If it blows up in my fucking face, then so be it. I can block her again. He sure does. We don't fight at all. Barbara, listen, your husband's a smart man. He probably looks at things involving women in similar ways as I do. Why are you going to fight a fight you can't win? You cannot fight women's emotions, whether a woman is right or wrong. Even if a woman is wrong, what are you going to do? Say, hey, babe, you're wrong. No, I'm not wrong. No, I'm not wrong. No. Well, shit, we already know you're going to respond like that. So what do? We're like, okay, babe, it's all good. It's all good. If you need something, let me know. You want a hug, let me know. When you're done having your rant, let me know. It's all good. We can kiss, make up, whatever, right? Any normal, decent man is going to understand women are emotional beings, and they're going to go off on shit for no reason at times. I'm not saying that's what you're doing here, Barbara. What I'm saying is that in my case with you here, friend, you're still a woman. You're still an emotional being, okay? And you're going to have your opinions, and I honestly respect most, if not all, your opinions. And I agree with most, if not all, of what you say. That doesn't mean I'm not going to let someone else come in here that is trying to help solve this major issue we're having within our communities, an opportunity to do something. I'm doing him a favor. When I get angry, he just leaves and goes to his music room until I calm down. He's not trying to even hear. Smart man. Well, give that guy a big round of applause for me next time you see him, Barbara, because that's the right thing to do. I remember when I was dating Dana. True story. I've shared this before in the past, but it's been a while. Dana would go off on me for like something. And it was really just, it wasn't really even a big deal, right? She would like ignore me. And I'd go up to her, I'd say, what's wrong, babe? You know, she's like, oh, nothing's wrong. I said, babe, there's something wrong. No, there's nothing wrong. I said, babe, there's something wrong. Why are you saying there's something wrong? Because when a woman says there's nothing wrong, there's something really fucking wrong. So are you going to tell me what the problem is so we can go on with our night? You know, or what? There's nothing wrong. Okay, babe, I'm going to go take a walk. I'm just going to go take a nice walk. And you know what? When you're ready to talk, then, you know where you can find me. I start walking away, like literally, like shit, 30 seconds later, she's chasing me down. Okay, babe, I'm just having a bad day, and I just felt like you weren't paying enough attention to me, and you're more focused on your YouTube thing. I'm like, no. If there's a problem and you need to talk with me, regardless of what else I'm doing, I'll drop what I'm doing to be there for you and console you. But you got to fucking tell me there's a problem and say, hey, babe, can I talk to you for a second? Right? But you learn to understand that's how women are. And women are emotional beings. That's the way the good Lord made women. I believe in God. And that's the way I know God made women. So your husband's a smart guy, Barbara. Angry guy, Lauren has stopped responding. If she doesn't apologize to you in 24 hours, I'll block her and be done with her. She has been warned. Riff Mago, she'd ignore you. I call that a win-win. Well, I wonder if I've... All right, folks, I don't know if you noticed that I'm using open broadcast software, and the YouTube server just cut me off for a split second, and now I'm back. So if you're watching this on the replay, you'll see a splice in that part. If you were here live, it probably showed I was offline for a second. Can you folks hear me and see me right now? Once that starts happening in the middle of the night, sometimes it happens 2 or 3 or 4 times every so often. So if it happens again, just know it's the YouTube server having temporary issues. It was just a blink. You're back. Yeah, no. OBS will tell you when the YouTube live streaming server disconnects you. and then it'll try to reconnect you right away, which most of the time it does, and it did in this case, so I'm back. Yeah, no worries. But I want to check and see if Brutally Lauren is a part of my blocked words list, because even if I unban her and she's a part of my blocked words list, she still won't be able to chat. So I want to check and see real quick. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me see. Oh yeah, she's a part of my blocked words list. So what I'm going to do, let me see here. Man, I had Brutally Lauren and Brutally Lauren 2 as a blocked words list. I've had to really amp up my security, angry guy, beyond banning people. I use the YouTube blocked words list, and I also use Nightbot as well. And there's a blocked list there as well. As you can see, I'm not really getting hammered by a lot of trolls because they can't get through. And then anyone that does get through, my mods will take care of it. Now let me go to Nightbot real quick, because if she's trying to chat in here, she's not able to chat because of this. But now she'll be able to chat. Maybe she'll come in here. Spam protection. Whoops. Sorry. Let me see. Brutally Lauren. I'm using the search feature because I have so many blocked words. It's ridiculous. All right, there it is right there. All right. All right, Lauren, I have removed you from Nightbot security, from the YouTube blocked words list, and I've also unbanned you from the channel only on your main Brutally Lauren account. So if you do want to come in and speak your piece and let us know where you're at, then that is on you. Let me just check something real quick. All right, we are good. Hang on just 1 second here. What an interesting night this has been, I gotta tell you. 41 in the box right now. Thank you so much for being here. 6:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:21 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna wrap this up in about 9 minutes, folks. So if you have anything to say, Lauren, if you want to come in and say something real quick, Angry Guy, Barbara Placence, Riff Magos, if you have anything you want to say it now. In the meantime, I'm going to say this. Folks, I shut down a channel with 1,700 subscribers that I was running for a little over 2 years. I shut that channel down 1.5 years ago because of all this stupid stuff that was happening with all these trolls and haters that have been trolling and hating me, stemming back to 3 years on my former channel, 3+ years. And then I rebuilt on this channel. And once they found out I was back, they came back at me. And they've been going back and forth with me ever since. I've been through the ringer and back. I had to fight hard to even get to 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. I've always had the watch time because people watch me. Whether people are subscribed to me or not subscribed to me, they watch me. Whether they're from the drama sphere or, a true supporter, they watch me. So, I got to 4,000 watch hours my first month of being back on YouTube on this new channel. When I got monetized, I had close to 40,000 watch hours. So the watch time's never been a problem. But these people, they would subscribe to me and unsubscribe to me. And then when I did networking and found new people to subscribe to me, they would go and attack these people behind the scenes. And then these people would unsubscribe from me because they would believe what the trolls were saying about me, that I'm a bad guy, right? Angry guy says, add a grip on life from Lauren. I'm putting my daughter to bed and I don't want to make up with Eli Lincoln. Okay, then you're getting banned again. Okay, well, that says it all. Give me a second. Let me fix that right now. Oh, what a waste. Brutally Lauren. You tried, bro. You see what I mean? You see how this woman is? And you think she's on the right side of things, man? She's not. She's not in the right mind, dude. She's not. Because if she was, she just had a golden opportunity to do the right thing. It's not worth it, dude. But I'm glad she made you aware. I was talking about the emails you sent, even though I wasn't mentioning your name. But now that you're here, it's all good. And then you know what, Lauren? You did me a favor. You made Angry Guy aware of this, and it was a great pleasure to have him here tonight. Now I got to go back in to Nightbot. Spam protection, options. BRUTALLYLAUREN. And Brutally Lauren 2. Because I don't want her doing a sneak attack on me. I'm not going to leave her unbanned anywhere. Let me go to my YouTube block words list, and I'll be back with you folks here in a second to wrap this up. I don't know how much more civil we can be, Barbara. I don't know how much nicer we can be trying to do the right thing here. You know, she just proved that she's not on the right side of things right there. She had a golden opportunity here, you know, to do the right thing. And it's obvious she doesn't want to do the right thing. And Lauren, if you're listening, here's the thing. You know, even Angry Guy came on here. He was honest, said, look, dude, I'm not fond of your content. I don't like your content or this and that, whatever it was. That's all good. But we have a common goal, and he's been respectful to me, and I've been respectful to him because we have a common goal here of doing the right thing to protect people from these bad people. That's the bottom line. You just can't see that. So, yeah, see, Barbara, you were right. And I never said you were wrong. I just wanted to, you know, respect Angry Guy and see if maybe what he said to her had some influence. Apparently it didn't. And I'm sorry about that, Angry Guy. I'm sorry about that. It's sad, you know? It's really sad. Wow. It's just really super sad. All right. Brutally Lauren is now blocked everywhere again. 43 in the box right now. Didn't trim out the fact that she lied about people messing with her and her family. You know, the whole fake SWAT. Yeah, I don't know what to believe, Barbara. I could care less whether she got swatted or not. I don't think anybody should get swatted. And as far as JB saying he doesn't want to get swatted, JB, no one's going to swat you. They're just going to send a couple police officers to wherever you're at so they can have a chat with you. That's all. But see, JB likes to amp it up and say, I'm on the run because I don't want to get swatted. No, dude. Dude, you're the kind of guy that plays things way up just for the entertainment factor and the shock jock value factor, dude. That's all you do. So yeah, listen, Barbara, I don't believe a word that comes out of Lauren's mouth, JB Gunner's mouth, Lycan Theory's mouth, Mike the MGTOW Monk's mouth, Hammerhand's mouth, you know, any of these people. These are all very highly insecure, you know, right-wing Caucasian, right-wing extremist Caucasian middle-aged men that are just angry and bitter that their life isn't where it should be. And especially when it comes to women, you know, they've been I guess, duped per se by women. No, I don't think the women have duped them. J.B. Gunner had one of the most amazing women in his life, and he beat the hell out of her. And I'll tell you, Chrissy is way more of an attractive woman than Anna, by far. Like, I'm talking by far. And I'm not trying to criticize Anna. I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm just saying that Chrissy did a lot of great things for JB. Supported him. She was a beautiful woman. She gave the guy everything. And it just wasn't good enough. And then he had to beat her. And then he cheated on her with a woman that is far less attractive to her than Chrissy. I mean, physically. Now, maybe J.B. Gunner thinks that Anna has a better personality than Chrissy. No, the difference between Anna and Chrissy is one thing, JB. Anna is willing to commit crimes along with you, and Chrissy was not. And if that's why you're attracted to Anna despite what she looks like, then at one point, you and Anna are both going to be behind bars. And if Anna doesn't think she's going to be behind bars for, basically, helping you run from the law, aiding and abetting arrest, well, you don't know what's coming, bro. That's the justice system at work, Gummer. LOL. Serving a warrant isn't being swatted. It's true, Barbara. He just amps it up for ratings. Angry Guy says, my message to her, yep, I'm done with the infighting. I'm your friend and support you. And we'll go after, I'll just put it that way, we'll go after anyone if they fuck with your family, but we are done. I've blocked her and done with her forever. Yeah, good for you, dude. Good for you. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. It is 6:30 a.m. Eastern, 3:30 a.m. Pacific. We're leaving 41 in the box. 41 in the box, making it rain. This stream has been monetized, the entire stream. I'm actually very happy about that. Because, hey, I'm advertiser friendly. I present things in proper ways. Barbara says she is. I bet he really regrets it now. Chrissy has done a lot of work since dumping that dead weight. She has gotten healthy inside and out. Yes, she has, Barbara. You know what the funny thing is? I don't think J.B. Gunner is capable of making money legitimately at the level he's making it illegitimately. And I don't think that Chrissy was going to support him to do the illegal things to make money in the way he's making it in the ways that Anna's doing it. And that's why JB's with Anna instead of Chrissy. I bet JB is pissed off or was pissed off at Chrissy for not supporting him in the ways he wants to make money. But why would any woman that's a law-abiding citizen want to help and contribute to her husband make money unethically and, more importantly, illegally? Now, before I wrap this up, I want to thank everyone out there in the past and in the present and anyone in the future for supporting this channel, for helping me reach a milestone that, I'll be honest with you, 2 months ago, I didn't know if I was going to ever reach it. And if I was going to reach 3K subs, I figured it would take a long time. It took me a long time. It took me almost a year to get to 1,000. It did take me a little over a year to get to 1,000 subs here. And ever since I got to 1,000 subs, which was a couple months ago, 2.5 months ago or so, this channel has tripled in size. And if you folks out there are still thinking that the people that bought me subscribers to try to take me down, they've all been filtered out and replaced with real people. And I have the numbers to prove it. My numbers have not been fluctuating. They've been going up almost every day, and they've been going up at a normal pace. But despite, what you guys think, I really don't care what you think, because I'm talking to the haters that are saying that, I've got a lot of fake store-bought subs on here, which I don't. I do want to thank everyone that had a hand in taking this channel to where it's at today. I have to go to the back end right now of YouTube Studio, the new studio, and tell you exactly where I'm at with subs. Wow, I even gained a few more subscribers during the stream. I'm at 3,018 subscribers right now. And while that may not seem like a lot, I'm still a small YouTuber. A lot of people will never reach that level because they give up when they encounter people like I've encountered that have hindered my progress all this time. There are some wonderful people that once came through this channel that were a part of my former channel, or a part of this channel, or a part of both. And they were scared away and turned away and threatened away by the people we've been talking about here tonight. This is not the way I wanted this stream to go. I was going to more so just have a chill networking stream and talk about my story of how I got the 3K subs. And I did share enough about it, but some other things came up that were important. But I still feel that there was a lot of value here. And again, to those people out there that were turned away when I never once did anything wrong to you, if you're still somehow following my content or get word of this, I welcome you back. I welcome you back. And just know that you will not get attacked anymore. I also want to say one final thing here to the members of the Gun Squad. This is what I wanted to talk about earlier and I forgot. Now I'm going to wrap up by saying this. To all the members of the Gun Squad, members of Jamie Lycan Theory's channel, members of Susie Q's team, I know there are a lot of people that are following these Dramasphere related channels that are on the fence regarding what's been going on lately, not only regarding JB Gunner, which is what I mean, JB Gunner being on the run, but Jamie Lycan Theory and his falling out with JB, is it real or is it fake? And then regarding this Ronaldo Smith Jenkins, aka Trim Hits, aka Dr. Robert situation happening. I know many of you have, I see it. I don't see you commenting as much on JB's and Jamie's stuff. And I honestly feel that many of you are sick and tired of this BS and you're beginning to see the real truth about JB Gunner and Jamie Lycan Theory and Susie and all these other people in the drama shit sphere. I know you may never like me and you may never like my content, but just know that I've always been on the right side of things. I've always been an honest, ethical, and genuine person. Have I done some things to try to defend myself that may push the boundaries a bit? Yes, I have. I didn't want to, but I felt like I had no choice because I've been fighting for survival. I've been fighting to keep this channel going when I've had so many people attacking me day in and day out. And not only attacking me, even when I ignore them, they attack my audience behind the scenes. And for me to still be here standing with over 3K subs should make a statement to you who's on the right side of things. Shaded lady, I'm going to address you. I'm sure you're watching. I don't have a problem with you. I think you see the truth. The one thing People have talked a lot of shit about you, even Barbara. And I understand why, Barbara, you've talked shit about her. And Barbara, I'm not saying that I trust her or not. What I'm saying is that I've even seen you lately wonder what's really happening with JB Gunner and Jamie. I'm going to tell you, Shaded Lady, and any other person that's on the fence or borderline about to withdraw from these channels. I am willing to hear your story. I am willing to hear you out. And I am willing to give you a platform to speak your piece if you want to. I'm not forcing you. I'm not trying to get you to come over here and support me or send me money. All I want to do is get to the bottom of this and give people the platform that deserve to have the platform, that now finally realize what these people have been doing all along to victimize people, not only people like myself and Angry Guy and Barbara and a few others, but people like you, Shaded Lady, and many others. If you folks want to reach out to me, Coach Eli at coacheli@milestones.com. Let me know if you want to talk privately via Google Hangouts. Before I would bring anyone on my show, I need to talk to you privately and know where you're at. And make it very clear that even if you have a phone call with me and you pretend to tell me what I want to hear, and then I get you on a live stream panel and you start spewing shit, I'll cut you off that panel immediately and end that show. That's what I want to make sure of before I bring somebody on, which is why I talk to people privately first. It's the same thing I did when Ronaldo was on my channel and wanted to come live on the air. I said, dude, I don't know who you are. Let's talk live privately first before I bring you on. Barbara says, I never said a word about that woman. Well, not until she refuses to stop talking about me. No, I understand, Barbara. And Barbara says, anything I had to say about her, I jumped on the stream and confronted her personally. I don't talk behind her back. Yeah, Barbara, I'm not questioning the word you're saying. You're right about everything you said. You're right. But I'm starting to see some people on the other side really wonder about what's going on and who's being truthful and who isn't. And all I want to do is get down to the bottom of this and move forward and create my real content and be able to monetize it and support this channel. It's not all about the money to me, but you cannot support a channel at the level I'm running it without it being funded. And what these guys have done is, in essence, they've attacked my pocketbook and then they've turned around and claimed I've attacked theirs. No, I am your pocketbook. That's the bottom line. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to stop the bleeding. That's it. And I also want to help other people that are being bled as well, or bludgeoned as well. And that's where I'm going to end this stream today. It shows we have 299 views. Probably will flip to 300 in a second. Barbara says she had nothing to do with what happened with me and Gummer, but she decided to insert herself and make a whole freaking 2-hour video talking about me, and I didn't even know who she was. Right, Barbara, there are a lot of people that have done that. J-Rom did that to me, and then his adopted sister, Holly Nash, attacked me, solely on the fact that I went and talked about J-Rom and him taking his shirt off on a live stream and talked a little smack about it because Jay Young. I get J-Rom and Jay Young confused. Jay Young is Holly Nash's, adopted brother. And because I talked a little smack about Jay Young, Holly came in and started talking smack about me and started attacking me. When the truth of the matter is, like I mentioned on my stream last night that I did in the middle of the night, is that Jay Young was white knighting for JB by talking all this smack about me to try to get on JB's good side. And because of that, I went to his channel to see who he is. and basically found out he's this really weird conservative extremist guy that does live streams, talks a bunch of smack, and then takes off his shirt while he does them. So I called him out on that because he attacked me first. All I did was defend myself, and then Holly Nash comes in, starts attacking me because she says I attacked her brother. No, Holly, he came at me first. And all you're trying to do, and he's trying to do, is basically suck up to JB Gunner, thinking that if JB Gunner, if you get within the good graces of JB Gunner, that you guys are going to grow your channels and make more money. You're not. You're not. Anyway, your channel, Eli, make friends with whoever you want to make friends with. It doesn't mean I have to be nice to them. I'm not saying, Barbara, I'm not saying you have to be nice to anyone. Barbara, all I want to do is get to the bottom of this. And Barbara, if there are people that are turning on JB Gunner and Jamie and they're leaving, Barbara, this is no different than what happened with you several months ago. When I saw that you were turning, I offered you a lifeline, not a lifeline, but I offered you a platform to share your story if you're open to it. And look where you're at now. You're a moderator on my channel. I'm not saying it's going to happen with Shaded Lady. What I'm saying is I want to give them the same opportunity that I gave you. But also, Barbara, again, I can separate that from your feelings regarding these people. And it's not going to affect you being here, moderating this channel, and sharing your opinion like you always have. I think I've made myself clear enough, folks. I want to get on out of here. I got to get some rest. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have yourselves a great night, a great morning, depending on where you're at. And again, if anyone wants to reach out to me for any reason, go below the description. Find my email, Coach Eli at coacheli@melas.com, and connect with me. We'll make it happen. Take care. Bye-bye.